What's up guys, welcome back. If there's one thing every single gamer out there just loves, it's giveaways and cheap, good quality games. So today we're going to do just that, by taking a closer look at Habroxia for the Nintendo Switch, EastAsiaSoft's latest Nintendo Switch release. And if you scroll down to the comment section down below, you'll find a link to the giveaway for the very same game. Of course, we're still running the X-Morph Defense giveaway, so I guess there's plenty of opportunity for you to expand upon your Nintendo Switch collection. So without further ado, let's have a closer look at Habroxia for the Nintendo Switch. If you're one of those guys who grew up on Konami's Gradius back on the NES, or have come across it for the first time in the NES and Nintendo Switch online app and are liking the game, which you definitely should, as it is one of the best shoot-em-ups of all time, then you're in for a real treat this time. Habroxia is a simple to learn yet challenging shoot 'em up or shmup without much of a backstory, but with plenty of replay value. The game knows 4 distinct modes. First, there is the story mode consisting of 15 levels. Upon clearing the 5th, you unlock the invasion mode. After wrapping up the 10th level, the rescue mode becomes available, and once you mop up the final boss in level 15, the final mode gets unlocked, the so-called Shield Maiden mode. Each of these offer enough variety for them to remain interesting as you contest for high scores amongst your friends or are simply trying to outdo your own high score. The game has tight, responsive controls which allow you to comfortably move your little spaceship, Habroxia, around, defeating hordes of enemies which come in all sorts and shapes. The general mode of movement is horizontal, moving from left to right through the levels. Every now and then, mixed up with animations, take control of Habroxia, steering it to vertical mode, after which you go around just like so. This keeps things interesting and fresh without becoming a gimmick and works really well. Spread across the story mode are 10 boss battles for you to test your mettle. Each one of these bosses are aptly named, adding in a nice touch and, frankly, something simply required, as that is just about the only thing which renders them truly unique in the otherwise homogeneous landscape of enemies. Spoiler alert, especially the final boss has some nice animations. Have a look. Your Habroxia comes equipped with 3 different weapon systems. There's the array of bullets down the front going in a straight line, then there is the option of running guns from the sides of your ship, and finally a sort of in-between. As you blast apart space debris, rocks, asteroids and any of your enemies, various pickups appear in the form of power-ups, health drops and credits which you can use in order to upgrade your ship. From the main menu or after clearing a level, you can access the upgrade system, which works in a persistent manner, meaning your upgrades will remain permanent. There is no need to buy the same upgrade ever again. This is extremely helpful if you want to go back to some of those earlier levels completely buffed up in order to set a new high score later on. The invasion mode is much of an arcade touch, in which wave upon wave comes at your Habroxia trying to take you out. Clear out the enemies and see a new wave approaching. Survival is all that counts here. In the rescue mode, you'll have to pick up stray astronauts in order to bring them safely back to the space station. I rather like this one. It is in some respects the hardest mode, as sometimes you're forced to choose a path only to find out the astronaut is on the other side. But really, the hardest mode of all is the Shield Maiden mode, in which you have to survive as long as possible, starting out with just the most basic of spaceships, and in this mode, every second counts. Habroxia for the Nintendo Switch flies in at the low price of $7.99, and given the full scope of the game and the replayability value, it's a no-brainer. It's a definite pickup. The controls are very tight, the aesthetics basic yet very appealing, and the music running through the game is very befitting this genre, and defeating those bosses, quite rewarding. Quite so, although like I mentioned before, the bosses are a little bit too easy compared to the enemies leading up to the boss battles, but I guess EastAsiaSoft could just tweak that and bring about in a little patch or update. But other than that, I would love for them to keep the game as is because it's a really enjoyable little title. Though I wouldn't mind adding in a few more levels. That would be really nice. But other than that, I congratulate EastAsiaSoft on launching yet another good shmup on the platform. And if you're into these kind of games, be sure to check the review for Blue Rider. I did that some time back and I'd still say it's a good title and a pick up. You know, if you're into those games. Yeah. But before you run off, be sure to scroll down to that comment section down below and find the link for the giveaway. And drop a comment if you are planning on picking this one up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And I will see you next time.